Episode 93. Our adventurers receive the Shard of Good from the Radiant Citadel after placing the final Crystal of Creation in its proper place within the Preserve of the Ancestors. Tiamat tasked them to bring the shard to the Blood Rift. They then traveled back to Sigil, where they met Gamelon at the Golden Barrier Inn, where they took a nice long rest before setting out to the Outlands to start their new adventure. Will our adventurers take the Shard of Good to the Blood Rift, thwart Zariel and the armies of the devils, or end up taking the wrong door in Sigil into the realm of endless downtime? Only time will tell. We'll start this episode within the Golden Barrier Inn. These rooms are immaculate. They're for the upper echelon merchants and those that travel the City of Doors. The pillows are comfortable. The mattresses are soft. You haven't really slept on something this comfortable in a long time. The sun is barely shining in, but there is a misty fog and some raindrops pelting against the door that have been going on pretty much all night. You seem to notice that this place has usually got a consistent rain in many different forms. What do you guys want to do with your morning? We have some downtime here.
All right. So our plan right now is to set off towards Ribcage, right? Mm-hmm. And to make our way down into not Avernus. What is it called here?
The Abyss.
Bator? Are we not the Abyss? This Abyss is in the other area, right?
Yeah, right.
Again, I'm still confused about like whether or not all the gold would be still on the ship and whatnot. What he can take off of that? So I need to get some expenses for Shelton there.
What you have in your your expenses for Shelton, we can roll.
Let's say which, I assume you would have one of each spell component, but again, some of them are a little more pricey than others, so yeah, I understand how you might want to.
Me a D100. 7. Okay, so that is 7 gold. And that is because you bought most of your spell components while you're here.
Okay.
In City of Doors.
All right, cool. So I bought those. Now I only have 7 gold total then. Okay.
Now, after pretty much exhausting.
Yeah, let me.
Kurgan, what would Kurgan be?
Kurgan would probably just be like I don't know. It's kind of like weird not having Tex around, so usually like Kurgan and Tex just chat and do goofy, silly shit when nothing's happening. So I guess right now Kurgan's feeling more than a little lonely.
Okay.
And I guess he's gonna try and get to know Shelton a bit.
Okay.
Kurgan, hero of our people. A pleasure to see you again.
Yeah. Pleasure to see you again. So you're gonna be with our group now for a little bit, and I just thought it would be good if I were to get to know you. Like, what do you like to do?
Most of the time I tend to be tinkering or experimenting with some of the various armors and enhancements I've developed here. For instance, he's like sort of just gesturing out all like the armor itself. Like this one, it can fire flames to an insane 300-foot range. Well, this one, it allows me to inject nanobots into other people in order to speed up their movement. A couple
nanobots?
Down. Yeah, they're like these tiny arcane crystalline powered. I don't know how to describe, like sort of clockwork creations.
Like a robot.
Yeah, exactly, but small.
Yeah, I've met some big robots.
Well, you see, that, in accordance with my actual sort of suit and accoutrements here, I have an assistant that helps me out in activating these various devices I've developed here.
Oh, God. An assistant? What do you mean? Is there another person joining us?
It's like a robot itself, but it's sort of programmed into the armor I've made or built into it. It's sort of enchanted into like I have like a soul gem that I've fused with. It's gonna sound slightly necromantic, but with several various souls and spirits in order to create this entity, which helps direct the flow of magic throughout the various systems.
Let me see if I understand this. You have a magic suit of armor, and you have an assistant that you created by fusing different souls and trapping them all in the armor just to help you use it.
Yeah, it sounds a little more dastardly when you put it that way, but yes, that is the long and short
Well, you
of it.
see, the only robots I've met were full-on people, and they were having like they were pretty much just wage slaves, and they were being told, hey, you don't need breaks because you don't need to eat, so get back to work. And that's pretty much my entire like exactly as much as I know about robots, what I met from those people. I think they were called Warforged.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Yeah, several Warforged. I mean, I'm able to create not exactly Warforged because there's some debate within the community whether they have souls or not. I personally say that they don't, but
Wow. Okay. Learning some things about Shelton.
Oh.
Well, I mean, they're basically golems, and golems definitely don't, but again, it's sort of a situation, do I consider my assistant to be alive? Not really, but it does have quite a personality.
You literally told me that your assistant is an amalgam of souls.
Yeah, but they were dead souls.
Yeah, but souls are still souls. Like I don't know all that much about magic, but what I do know is that if you are dead and your soul doesn't want to come back to life, then you don't come back to life unless, like, a god forces it. So the soul is the person.
Well, in a way, there is perspective there, but, I also like to drink.
Oh, that's cool.
You like to drink?
Yeah, I love to drink.
What's your go-to? I'm a Dragon's Fire kind of guy. Oh, shit,
That's not bad.
right.
Honestly, I really like me some rum.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Some like Dark Kraken, or like what do you go for?
Oh yeah, Kraken. That stuff's great. Yeah.
Cruise around town, see what we can get a scope of the land while everyone's still waking up and taking their time. Maybe see if we can get some drinks or something. Just see what's going on.
Yeah, that's a good enough idea. Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys are heading downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess we are.
As you gather your things, you walk downstairs. There is the bartender, a homely man. He looks a bit tired. He is wiping down the counter. There is a stool by the front door where there's this gold man that you know is named Golden Mane. He is a barrier. He's a tiefling, but instead of the horns going around, it's sort of just two thin horns going, kind of pointing back. He's got these long, glowing, flowing blonde hair, like a mane, and he turns to you guys and is like, "Oh, if you two are awake, I have a couple of letters I was paid to hand to you." And he holds out 2 envelopes.
Oh shit, fan mail.
I don't usually get this.
Oh,
Usually
yeah,
it's
maybe
just
some
hate
people-
letters or like death threats.
Oh, yeah, maybe someone's jealous that, you're here and they're not. Alright, thanks, Golden Mane. I take my letter.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Were you named before you had the hair or after you had the hair?
It is a
that's-
nickname given to me over time. It is definitely from my mane or my hair.
So, like, if you dye your hair, does your name change?
I think it stays with you.
And is that just blonde, or is it, like, actually gold?
It is.
I don't think it is actually gold, but I've seen
Can
some
we
weird
sell
shit.
your hair?
You cannot sell my hair, you silly gnome.
I'm just saying, if it's actual gold, I know some guys who will pay high prices for it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone knows someone who would pay a high price for gold.
Maybe gold?
That would do it.
Yes. Well,
Then you can just be regular man. And then we can shorten that and we call you man. Man.
you be careful out there. Things are definitely askew ever since that Vecna appeared in the armory.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was-
something about that.
Yeah, it sounds bad and dangerous. I don't know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On that, let's do a roll. Shelton, why don't you roll me a D20 for the first roll of the game, please?
So flat D20.
Yes, please.
3.
Oh,
God,
beautiful.
I am
Okay,
fucking
3.
hot hands today.
Age
Oh.
quake.
Oh.
Okay.
Hot hand, Shelton.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
He's the opposite of Tex.
a tremor rips through the streets of the nearby buildings of a radius of about 50 feet. Cobblestones begin to buckle across the street, and the wall of the building opposite you see a crack begin to form into it. And then a roof collapses on the top of it, sending up plumes of dust, and a fire is beginning to erupt. There are people screaming and yelling, and Golden Mane leaps off of his chair and begins to run outside.
Oh shit, I guess I run out to try and join him. I mean, I'm a tiefling, I've got fire resistance.
There you go. So,
I'll follow as well, but
Okay.
like a slower distance because again, stubby legs. I'll try to like mend the cracks in the walls.
okay. As you get up there, why don't you both roll me a perception?
Both of us. Okay.
That is a 4 plus my perception. Plus
I got
1.
13.
5.
You have a 13. Okay.
5.
And you got a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So
You rolled him that one.
I rolled a 4.
Oh.
So
Excuse my
there
bad.
is a lot of dust and debris, and
This is
you
perception.
do see Golden Mane run up, and I'm going to give him a strength roll here. You can add 10 to this because he's pretty damn strong. Oh yeah, 29. He lifts up a beam that is holding this wall up, and as you see, there are 2 feet dangling out from underneath this.
I'm gonna get there and hold up the wall as well.
Okay.
Actually,
You can
no,
roll
he
me.
probably...
Yeah, he's got it with that 29.
Okay, I try and drag this person out.
Okay.
Not
You
like...
can-
I'm not dragging so like they're just like, if their arms are pinned or something, that their arms get ripped off. I'm just
Yeah.
like pulling them out.
Yeah. So you're being cautious, so why don't you roll me a strength with disadvantage?
Alright, okay.
Because you're being careful.
Disadvantage, that's a 17.
17? Not that bad,
Yep.
though. So you take this elderly woman out, and you can roll me a medicine check as well. As you...
Okay. I've got +2 to this. That's another 17.
okay.
God damn.
She is definitely unconscious, but breathing. You're not a doctor, but you've been through many battles and seen many states of being, and it's nothing major that will put this woman
In the grave.
Yeah, in the grave.
Yeah. This woman, she seems like she's unconscious, but she's probably going to be fine. Shelton, you got anything you can help with this? And I guess that I'm just looking around for other people stuck in rubble and
Yeah,
listening
he
and getting
tosses
stuff.
the wall to the side, and now there are many others joining in and starting to take
whoops.
the debris and go through it, and they're saying, ever since that damn god set himself up in that ruined armory, all these recent things are just happening. It's crazy. Yesterday, I believe I saw the green hail being rain down on us. I don't know what is going on here, but somebody needs to do something about this.
Hey, Kerrigan, should we be doing something about the armory?
I mean, we don't really have anything else to do right now, do we?
I mean, I guess we can go check it out, see if we can scope out. But it's like that. Is that like the whole army thing with the dead god guy and?
Yeah, this might have something to do with it. I'm just not. Maybe.
Because they were talking about the dead god going in the army. That's fact. No, that's the whole thing that's dragging this whole point upwards towards the giant stone circle that's like tilted.
Yeah.
So I know that's what they're trying to cause those armies to convene here.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very good.
It's just a question of whether I'm going to deal with the army or deal with the god first. Yeah, I personally have a little more faith in being able to deal with the army than I do with the god.
Yeah,
okay,
we don't have to go straight to the god. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could on my own, but because you're with us, I just want you to feel more comfortable.
Well, I'm just trying to think tactically here is when you try to eliminate gods, you want to go for their followers and their worshippers first, since that tends to eliminate how much power they are receiving. Since that amplifies on a divine arcane scale. You see, if you look at these charts I have here, and he pulls out a series of blueprints. You see, there's a whole ratio that goes on when studying the arcane flow.
Those just came out of your pocket and they're as tall as you are.
I have a lot of storage space in this thing.
I believe it.
Oh man, you should see when I start getting the other stuff going. Oh, we get into a fight, you're in for a treat. It might be best for us to start spending our way over, at least trying to deal with this army so we can get on to the god sooner rather than later. I mean, I've appreciated this restful day to get to know y'all and enjoy a couple good drinks, but between the town literally falling apart, I think we need to get moving.
All right, fair enough.
I believe we were trying to go to the ribcage, right? But we're like over here-ish right now, right?
You are up on top in this ring way up here, Sigil.
Oh, we're on top?
You're in Sigil. You're in the
How do we get down?
Of doors. That's
I guess there's like, we just walk downwards ever, like...
I mean, I can fly. I can cast Featherfall.
I mean, I could probably just survive if I just rage and drop. But aren't we going to go to the green place or whatever? I guess I just ask someone who's nearby, like, hey, what's the green hail? We're kind of new here, and I've heard that that's causing this trouble.
Bug off, Burke. I got things to do, don't you see? He's got
How
bars.
dare you disrespect Kurgan, the leader of our people? Let me at him, Kurgan. I'll teach him a lesson.
No, it's fine, Shelton. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
You see the glowing that was going around like his wrist gauntlets took power down a little bit.
So do you want to ask some more people, or are you...
Now I'm gonna open up the letters we got.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's got a letter. What does Shelton's letter say?
No, Shelton doesn't... It says for Belenak's crew, so you open...
I guess this is me now. Rip.
All right, it says, Dear friends, I must leave you to head back to the Radiant Citadel. Good luck in the Outland, in your new mission. My work is to protect the crystals of creation and help the refugees to Karharn. Word of advice is that things aren't what they always seem. Be careful, tread lightly, and keep your plans to yourself. Your friend, Belenak.
So we lost our dragon.
Well, he was a dragon born last time I saw him, so maybe he'll be a born dragon eventually. I guess we're going down the tower or something, because no one's told me anything about the Green Hail, which I thought was an establishment, which apparently is not.
Would you like to open the second letter?
Oh yeah,
sure. You should probably open your letter still, Kirkin.
Okay, so this one says, meet me at the Temple of the Abyss, and it's signed Gamelon.
Oh, he's done some great work with the weave. You should probably go to that.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading, Temple of the Abyss.
Okay. So as you make your way down, why don't somebody roll me a charisma check?
God nuts, Shelton.
Well, I've got +2, so...
Go nuts, man.
Oh, baby. That's a good old 6.
Yeah, you are having a hard time. They are brushing you off. No one's letting you know about where to go. And you're just like getting lost within the city of doors around. And you make your way down, and there's a group of men dressed in somewhat dingy armor with dents in it, mismatched. And they walk up to you and they're like, "You guys are look out of place around here."
Yes, very astute of you. We are indeed.
I see you
not
have
from here.
eyes.
Yes.
What the hell are you doing in our neck of the woods?
We're looking for the Temple of the Abyss.
That.
What business do you have to do with the Temple of the Abyss?
Was told to meet someone there. Don't know what for. Don't know anything really. Just that I'm supposed to go there. Literally my second day in this place.
You damn Burks. Just show up here and make a mess. You don't have anything to do with this. What's going on in the armory, do you?
I mean, no, like I said, second day here. No clue if we've done anything. Just second day.
Well, mind your way. Don't cause any trouble in their temples down the road this way. He points in a general direction.
We're following that direction.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Really appreciate that. That's very handy. Obviously, we're new in town.
So he watches you leave, and you see he's not being sneaky at all. They're watching you and following you a little bit out of the way, keeping their distance until you leave their section, and then they stop until you keep going. You see a large temple. The exterior is a simple black stone, embellished by tarnished silver blades, which is decorated on nearly every building. The gray morning light is reflecting off the blades, and you can see that there are victims that have been tied to the stakes, and there's these ravens that are perched just ominously looking at them. They look to be weakened and sick.
The ravens are, or the people who are on the stakes?
And
okay,
the people.
okay.
And the ravens
like, damn.
are...
These are low-quality people to be feeding the ravens.
Ravens, every once in a while, are pecking at their skin.
Sucks to be them.
Yeah. I'd honestly like to help these people, but I don't know what's going on here. I don't know whether this is a religious thing. Like, does it look like they want this to happen to them, where they get pecked by ravens?
It could be a sex thing.
An insight.
Alright, can't wait to get a negative in this somehow. Oh, that's a 20.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Not natural.
You could,
dirty.
You could tell these people aren't here to enjoy it. They're being punished for some reason.
So we shouldn't interfere.
In fact, there are several priests that are untying one that seems to be pretty limp and might be dead, and dragging that person off.
The judicial system here is so strange.
It is certainly unique. I guess we just ignore that then.
Yeah.
And head in, and I hold the letter in front of me.
Yeah, you hear a voice behind you. It's like, there's nothing you could do to them. And it is Gamelon. He's an old wizard from the Rock of Brawl. He has a green gem for an eye, his left eye. He carries a long wooden staff. And he's like, I'm glad you got my letter and met me here. We're here to talk with High Priest Nashtaroth, who is here. Hopefully... Yes, hopefully we can figure out a way for us to get to the Outlands.
All right.
Yeah, that'd be swell. I mean, if we can just get down there, we can cross the lake pretty easy. I got a boat.
He's like, I have some, I have an invitation to talk to the High Priest. So, follow me. And he leads you into the Temple of the Abyss. But
Nice.
Arundel,
Yes.
you wake up. You don't wake up. You're an elf.
Yeah.
You
Still sleep a little bit, don't they?
Yeah.
Meditate.
You can. I think an elf could sleep if he wanted to, right?
I don't think they. Well, so I think they can, but I don't think that they like do sleep.
Yeah.
They just meditate
Yeah.
usually.
So it's early morning. You get up. What are you doing?
Obviously, I was meditating. I don't know. Like, is everybody gone? Like,
You're in your nice plush room.
We can
It's
flashback.
fancy. Yeah, this is a flashback a little bit here. It could actually be earlier or later. You do not know. So what do you
okay. Can I meditate? I want to like try to attune with my sword again.
Yeah, give me that sweet wisdom 15, please.
No.
He's like, your sword's like, it is great to practice. We have a lot to do here, but we are in the City of Doors, something that I've always wanted to go to. It is amazing. If I was here in the flesh, the things I would go, the things that I would see. What are our plans now, Arundel?
Honestly, I've already talked to the other person
Yep.
that was at the Church of Ascendance.
The Foundry, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll probably walk downstairs, look for everyone else, see if I see them.
Yeah. So you walk downstairs, and as you do, before you get down there, you hear a giant crashing sound outside. And as you alertly bound down the stairs, I assume you see Shelton and
call him Shell.
Kurgan and Golden Mane, which was the bouncer, run out towards the building that had collapsed across the street. And you saw Golden Mane lift up a wall and Kurgan pull an old lady out and rest her head on the side. And as you get out there, there's a lot of commotion, and you turn around, and now Tex and Shelton are not there anymore. You can't see them. Actually, I'll let you
Shelton
roll.
and Kurgan.
I'll let you roll.
Okay.
Roll a perception.
Perception.
Yeah. Looking for a 19. Oh, with a 20. All right. So you see off in the distance, you see that you catch up to them eventually as they make it to the Temple of the Abyss.
Okay. I will head over to where they're going and follow.
Yep. And there is Gamelon. And he's like, Arundel, finally you caught up. Thought you weren't going to make it.
Holy shit! Where'd you come from?
He was working late on his sword training.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
That's a poor choice of words. Honestly.
Sheathing, unsheathing, sheathing, unsheathing, sheathing, unsheathing.
The interior of the temple is a gloomy sanctuary of evil. Dark marble columns and 12 stone golems in the shape of terrifying semi-reptilian griffins with deep emerald eyes are ominously hovering to the left and right. Iron chandeliers encrusted with drippings of thousands and thousands of black candles hang from the temple's ceiling. and a purple flame burns in the heart of the sanctuary. On the 7th topmost step of the center dais stands before the altar. A grand sweeping staircase leads up to the quarters of the priest and acolytes. Faces of the lords of the abyss are carved over each entrance and exit to the temple, watching all of those who fall prey to its barbed promises.
This Temple of the Abyss is on the is in the city of Doors.
Yep. It sits in the city of Doors, and you walk in, and there seems to be a ceremony going in progress right now, as a line of priests make themselves line up on each side of these pillars and these serpent griffins, and they walk over and circle around this altar. And one of the priests in red climb these steps up towards the bells of Baphomet, and he rings out and hits this bell, but you hear nothing.
Can I make like a history check to see if I recognize the fact that we didn't hear that ring? Like,
Yeah, you can roll me with disadvantage, please.
Oh,
Would that be religion?
Perhaps.
Sorry.
You can do religion or history with
All right,
disadvantage, and all of you can, whoever wants to do it.
All right. It doesn't matter which I roll because I've got 0 in both. So
I got a dirty 20.
Ooh, a dirty
with
20.
disadvantage.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 10
Nice.
and a 19, so I got a
Nice.
plus 10 to history. So
Wow. Damn. Okay.
Well, I got 3.
So you don't know what's going on, Kieran. But what you probably have deduced is that this, when it rings out, those in the altar that are brought here, if they hear this sound, it drives them mad because you did not fulfill what your promise is for your soul. If you hear this, it's a punishment, and the ringing will continue to ring for your entire life and drive you mad.
Is this Baphomet's church or is this somebody else's church?
Are you saying that out loud?
no, this is I think with our roll, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we
Like
just
in
say what I roll.
character.
You were rolling this for the bells.
Like the history.
You were
I was saying
rolling
the
for the
history
bells.
I
You were
could roll history again. No, I can do it again. It's okay.
Yeah,
But I don't
sure.
want to metagame it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Would that be history again?
Disadvantage, please.
History with disadvantage. I got a 21.
Ooh.
I got a 16.
Nice.
Okay. So your question you want answered is what?
Is this church the church of... Is this Baphomet's church or is it if it's someone else's church?
This is
It's
a
called the Temple of
church
the Abyss,
for
but-
all of the abyss and worships all of the
Demon
lords of the layers of the abyss. As you can see along every exit and entrance is many different lords to the abyss.
That's surprising. This place is very orderly for demons.
Yeah. And as you say that, a priest walks up. Well, what looks to be ordered is very chaotic. We, as the bells have been rung, the chaos will reverberate through the walls. And then you hear screams from several people as they rip their cloak off and grab their head and go, "Make it stop! Please make it stop!" And several priests grab this person and begin to drag him out of an exit.
I'm going to say... Is that allowed in the city of Doors? Doesn't the Lady of Pain strictly prohibit violence?
This is violence for a reason, and she does not disagree with violence as long as it is for her means, and this is our means. She is about keeping everything. This is the Temple of the Abyss. These are people who worship in the Abyss. You sign away your soul, you get what you deserve.
Yeah, I mean, and the only people who can hear the bells are people who broke their contracts, and so, I mean, shit, going back on a deal, kind of frowned upon.
Hey, quick question. Have you ever had a robot sign away their soul? Is that something that you've ever had before?
Are you talking to the high priest?
Yeah, I'm talking to the high priest.
Just dead.
We have had many of Warforged Warlock. Yes.
Okay,
But how? They're made of metal. They don't have souls.
Yeah, and you're
So,
made
You
of meat.
fool. Of course they have souls.
Do these gargoyles have souls?
Would we be familiar with the Blood War?
Yes, you would definitely be familiar with Blood War.
Okay. I'm gonna
No roll.
say no roll.
No, you don't. You do not need to roll for that. You would know that.
Okay. I'm gonna say then. Is there like a devil church around here that recruits as well?
Yes, there is. The doors here lead to many planes, and they all have their representation here in a cage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, my name is Noshtaroth, and
Oh, we're supposed to speak to you.
I know. I see Gamelon. This is nice to meet you. You wanted to talk? Please come up to my office. And
Sweet.
he leads you up the flight of stairs. If you can see to the quarters right here, leads you up the stairs up here, and into a very macabre office of black candles, a table with these it's like this wood, but the grains of red in it and like lava, and the lava is like flowing, but it's captured. It's
Is it
sealed.
a lava lamp, you would
It's a
say?
lava desk. and he sits behind the desk and he's like, so what is it that you want from us? And Gamelon's like, we would like a portal through to Ribcage, if that's possible, or down to Plaguemort, either one, but we heard that all of the portals are sealed. He folds his arms across his chest, he stiffens up and he's like, yes, it is true. It seems like Asmodeus has risen and has set his plans to fruition, and now Zariel is heading towards the abyss as we speak and has locked all access into Plaguemort or Avernus or Ribcage. We are stuck here, and the only help we can give is moral.
Yeah, that's a fucking fat load of shit.
What can you offer us, Noshtaroth? And he goes, I can bring you down to the edge of the spire, but that is all I can give you.
That'll work.
This should probably work.
Then follow me. And he stands up. He takes you down the stairs as several other people are being dragged outside screaming, and they are being, what you probably can tell, are going to be the ones where the ravens are going to be pecking at them.
As we're walking along,
Yeah.
I want to ask, so your portal travel got disrupted, right?
Yes.
Do you have like a set portal area
We
you can
have
try to tweak with? You know, I'm
portals
pretty smart
in the
when it comes to
city
arcane.
portals in the City of Doors could be anywhere as long as you have the key. Now,
That sounds a little too orderly for a demon.
what was that?
Just like, that sounds a little too orderly for a demon. For it to be in place.
Well, even for a demon, there has to be some type
Sort of gate.
order or rank. I mean...
Yeah, and without order, there's no chaos, right?
Exactly. We can't break something until you make it. Now, we do have a portal to the abyss, but like I said, here, it is closed off. And all portals will just send you right to the bottom of the spire. So, you can use the portal here.
So we don't need to use your portal, essentially. We can use any portal.
You may use any portal, but it will send you to the same spot. I know that we need the help. We are defenseless against Zariel and Asmodeus' army.
Yeah, but why should we help you, though, is what I'm kind of curious now.
Because
If all powers send us to the same spot.
I kind of have like a no demon or devil helping kind of rule, you know, so...
Well,
really
I don't mind helping. I just need something in return. I thought demons were all about contracts.
we are all
You're gonna sign a contract?
What
I thought you were smarter than
would
that.
you like?
I draft my contract. It's like an 8-page document. Just acquiring demons to work for a series of companies that I own. You see, I'm a capitalist.
Oh my god, the greatest form of evil according to some people.
Yep.
And so,
Man.
in order to really produce and grow my company to have proper profit margins, need a good workforce. Cheap workforces and outsourcing has always been a product of capitalism. And I have like this huge pamphlet stuff. So, we'd be willing to help in exchange for part of a new labor. Not union. No unions allowed. But
Not you.
that is strictly out loud in section B, page 3
I
contract
see.
there.
And what do you need from us?
You should
It's written
probably
within
read
the
the
contract. It's a stipulation say that we will potentially help you. And upon completion of this help, you are indebted to us.
I'm going to have to check this contract. Usually we are the ones that give the contracts out.
Well, I mean, usually
So
you're
you're saying
probably
you know
the
all the
one
tricks?
giving the power, right? So, kind of makes sense,
Exactly.
since you guys are defenseless. But that's for his help that you're doing that. So, what
Oh god.
do you have to offer us for helping the abyss? It's kind of just like get stuck on my tongue. Let's spit it out.
The armies of Baator are going to overwhelm everyone. Us and Sigil in the material plane. It is all going to be remade in Asmodeus's image. So you are helping everyone. And it's going to take all of us.
Yes, but as a wise man once said, if you can't make money in war, you can't make money at all.
That's very true, actually.
Jesus, learning a lot about shouting today. Okay.
Yes, we are.
He's a very different character than Tex was, guys.
I'm kind of agreeing with
You're
you
right.
too. Like honestly, like, you're kind of making sense right now.
The front doors bang open, and in walks a green slod. He is wearing a black armor with a hand with an eye on it.
Oh,
And
that's
he
not good.
says, "Hear the holy prophecy of Vecna, supreme deity of all the infinite spaces and every space between. Says the Lord, you cannot and will not reach me with the malice in your heart. I will not allow it. I know your thoughts as you think them, for I have become the true God.
Hey,
My power now is nothing to that which I am soon to reach. When I reach forth from the very center of the multiverse disintegration and reorder the cosmos according to my whims from first to last dimension, those
I'm
who
gonna raise
stand
my
against me will be wiped from existence as if they have never had been. But those who have now forsworn past allegiance and pledged themselves to the one supreme Lord of creation may be brought into the new world. Decide soon, for reality rapidly speeds toward dissolution in my
Good.
ultimate ascension.
I'm gonna continue raise my head and wave and say, hey, nobody cares.
Yeah, what if we don't come with malice, but with indifference and annoyance? Does that count? Wait, who's your lord? Who asked?
Exactly.
Oh man, that's awesome. And he slowly turns around and like closes the door behind him on the way out.
Is this your job? Is this just what you do all day?
He's a door-to-door salesman, that's what he is.
I mean, I've heard of toadies before, but this is the first time I've seen a literal toady.
Oh man.
We're gonna get mugged by a swatter.
That's awesome.
Into an alleyway.
Are you willing to use this portal, or are you going to find another one? And what the hell was that?
Wow.
I don't know. It's a literal toady. I think I made the joke pretty clear.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. Fucking might as well. So, did you sign up signing the contract or no?
No, we're not. We're gonna look over the contracts before we sign anything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back to the hotel or the inn and den for a little bit. Let me know when you're ready to actually start talking business. And yeah.
You guys are going to use this portal. You're gonna find another one.
They said there's all the portals lead to the base of the spire right now. Is what he said.
No, there's some portals that will lead to like the Radiant Citadel, to other worlds. But those that want to go to the astral realm, like past or to the gate towns or anywhere else, won't work. So there are portals that will take you, like you went to the Radiant Citadel and back through the portal. You can go to maybe the Forgotten Realms or Greyhawk or any of that, but you won't be able to go to...
Yeah, we'll just go to one of the other gate towns, see what they got to offer.
You can't go to the gate towns. That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying. We can go to one of the gate town locations.
Their fucking gate. Let's just take their gate and go down there. Look, sign his fucking contract. Can we just do that? Can you just sign his contract?
You do not need to sign any contract. He's the one.
You need to sign the contract. That's what I'm saying.
He's the one. I was offering my gate down because you were going to help us.
No, we're going to head down. We're going to head down there. We're going to save you. We're going to save the realm, all that stuff
you're
like
really
that.
undercutting the whole business proposition, man. Do you not understand how this works?
Can you sign his contract?
No, I'm not signing his contract.
So you didn't plan on signing it to begin with.
The DM doesn't
you didn't plan on
like
what is
create a
100
fucking
demons to the rest of
demon
the
army.
realm? What's 100 demons to the rest of the realm? He only wants 100.
Yeah.
You can't give that? Isn't the abyss infinite almost?
It is.
What do you really lose by
or
signing
at
that
least
contract?
what we know.
Exactly.
What are we going to lose?
Or what do you lose
Well,
by
to be
losing
exact,
100
you would
demons?
I don't
100
need any.
demons.
Just
For 1 year.
Self-respect.
What do you lose by losing 100 demons? It's probably such a small population of demons. If the abyss is almost infinite, then you wouldn't even know they were gone.
Shit, Tex has a whole army of demons. They're called the Raktos. He was bragging about them.
In that case, can I roll persuasion?
yeah. Go for it. You may roll persuasion with disadvantage. He's dead set against signing anything, and he's gonna roll with advantage.
Advantage?
5.
Wow.
Yes.
Alright.
Wait. So I only got with a +5, a 14. So not good.
With advantage? Oof.
Should I roll? I guess I should, right?
You can give me like a +10, can't you? Or a +5 or some shit like that? It's an ability
No?
that you get. It's like Flash of Genius
something
or something like
Oh,
that.
I can do that. I can give you a +5. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was wondering why you never did.
I forgot about that. Yep. I completely forgot. You get a +5.
I got a 19, and then we add the 5 on top, so that like 24.
24, and you're
Sign
looking
the
for
contract.
and you're looking for 100 demons, right?
100 demons.
Yes,
Okay.
100 demons.
He's like, fine. Here,
All
he
right,
signs
so
it.
great. Sign the contract and let's get going.
I take the contract and put it into my armaments. Very good, very good. We'll be contacting you about this shortly. My lawyers will be on I have our own retainer. We'll work this all out. I'm very happy you decided to do business with Shelton Trooper Incorporated. I look forward to working
Yup.
very as I head through the portal.
Okay.
If I didn't ask you that question about Warforged having souls, he probably would have just used them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like wouldn't have even given them breaks or anything like that. Just
There's
permanently
still
working.
Warforged working in the factory. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna have some sort of amalgamation of demonic Warforged that eventually come for revenge.
Golem creature. Yeah, it's gonna be fucking my arch nemesis.
Warforged are gonna go on strike.
His name is Union.
We must seize the means of production.
He's gonna break the Warforged strike with demons.
Oh my God.
God, there's gonna be some play on like Karl Marx with like with a fucking Warforged or something like that.
Alright, my new headcanon is that Shelton looks like a gnome version of Karl Marx.
No, not like Karl. It's like Tony Stark, the capitalist.
This would be the perfect time to bring in like the Lord of Blades from Eberron or something like that. He hates all humanoids and mortals.
We've already dealt with him. I don't have to worry about it now. We made it past Eberron already. That's future Shelton's problem.
You guys make it to this mirror, and as you go to the mirror, you must use the key, which is a drop of your blood. You prick
I asked one of my
finger
demons
and
to come forward and use their blood instead of mine.
Oh, you want your 100 demons right now? Doesn't
I'm
work
just
like
kidding.
that.
I'm teasing.
It doesn't work like that. They don't come out when
Funny
you want
though. It would be.
That would be amazing.
Actually, if you look in the contract that you signed,
It's like in the little white line.
in the
Down
finest
bottom.
of prints.
So Gamelon pricks his finger, puts it to the door, it shimmers, and then all of a sudden, it like sucks him through the mirror.
I'll just prick my finger,
Yeah, I'll do the same.
do the same thing.
Okay,
If Gamelon's going, I would trust it.
all right.
Yeah.
Kiergan?
I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna force you into a deal with me. I can do this for you, and we can just figure stuff out later. And I just like,
You
yeah.
fully expect that a demon's gonna wanna work with you after you've done something
After
for
you
them.
used your use.
Yeah,
I love Kiergan. I love
Yeah.
how naive he is.
That's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. All right.
So you are right here, okay?
Oh, we're at the bottom.
Yep. And you, almost like a
Started.
portal out of the side of the spire. And as you get out, there is, Arundel, you feel a feeling that you probably has never felt before. Arcana is shut off. You cannot feel the weave, and Gamelon even takes a deep breath and says, "Oh, I hate it here. I feel so weak."
Yeah. I'm gonna look all sickly.
Yeah, and all of your ruined tattoos kind of fade off in a way.
So wait, does that mean I'm pretty much the only person who isn't affected?
Pretty much. Even you, Shelton, your machine kind of like...
Oh, power saving mode. No! God damn it! I should have put some extra batteries in. Used a couple
Okay,
more
let's-
souls.
Who did Tex sign us up with?
Okay. Tex was a
Probably the
lovable ass,
first person he saw.
charismatic jerk. Shelton's just a prick.
Are you using soul coins to power that thing?
Well,
That's good. Don't even tell me anymore because I don't want to take my own soul. Let's move on.
So there are rows of tents set up, and there is a lot of denizens of Sigil that are helping like stack swords on these racks and shields and There are some citizens learning to train. There are many tieflings here and barriers around, and you just are walking through pretty much an army beginning to form up around the spire.
To move through as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I don't like being non-powered.
Yeah. You feel very, very on edge.
Oh, God.
Okay. So where are you guys going here? What are you looking for?
We're trying to make our way, I guess, probably to the lake to cut across towards Ribcage. That's the plan.
Well, Gamelon's like,
Oh,
well,
shit, look, it's the Palace of Judgment. Oh, I've always wanted to see
you
that.
can't see. That's very far away.
Oh, let's go to Sheripolilo's realm.
I want to go to all these places, tell you the truth.
Right. I've always wanted to see that place.
So Gamon's like, let's try to find out where the main tent is and see what the plans are here.
Oh, you pitching a tent?
And in the middle of the army is a huge tent set up, and there's many guards there from the Dooms Guard. As you walk in, there is a man, taller man, pretty a little overweight, and he's hunched over a map. And he looks over as Gamelon walks in. He's like, Gamelon, it's nice to meet you. And he's like, Harmonim, it's nice to meet you too. Guys, this is Eb Creakneys, Creakneys.
Creakneys.
Creakneys, yeah. And he's like, oh, you're in charge of the defense here? He's like, yes, I have many men under my wings here, but I'm just one of many. It doesn't look good for us. We do not have the forces to repel what Zariel has for us. I'm trying to find many to join us. Well, your friend, I believe Jace, went out to recruit others. Hopefully he could find some. And he brings this map out. And what you're seeing now is the map. And he's like, so far, what we know is that we are holding them back at the river Mayat right here. They are approaching through and will be going through the Tir Fo Thioun that way, and many of their armed troops are going through Hopeless, Cursed, and around up to us, while others are heading towards the Abyss and Plague Mort. We are trying to maybe hold the line right here by Cursed. There's tens, maybe hundreds of thousands of devils marching towards us, and we are only a force of a couple of thousand.
Why are we fighting out here where we don't have power to do that?
Where do you plan on us fighting?
I would maybe holding them back, like at the lowest level of the Nine Hells, something like that.
They have already left. Do you have any plans? And give me a perception. You guys can all roll me a little some perception. So, Curian, you notice that there is a bottle, like a flask, in his back pocket. Arendelle, as he's talking, you can smell a little bit of liquor on his breath.
Okay. I know things are dire right now, but I didn't really expect the commanding officer to be drinking on the job.
Oh, this is just keeping my head clear, actually. Just a little.
Yes, that's what alcohol is commonly known for, making people think clear.
I think he's being sarcastic if you didn't really understand that.
Yeah, so was I. If you didn't understand.
Do you have any big Can you offer me any advice here other than to critique my small habit?
Small habit. Yeah. All right. This is obviously worse than we thought. I just am wondering what your strategy is. What are you hoping to accomplish by fighting out here?
I'm looking to find a good bottleneck where we can funnel them, where we can hold a lot with a little.
Have you approached Mount Celestia?
We have sent an emissary, actually, over in Trade Gate now. We have many of our emissaries sent there to help. But I'm afraid that with them not being able to use any teleportation, that for them to get to us will be too late.
Okay. So you sent an emissary, but you haven't heard anything back yet, basically.
We have sent an emissary to talk to all of the other realms for help. And hopefully they will.
How much time do you have?
Do we have? Depends on the Outlands. They could be a finicky thing. Some of them a day could be, you can move many miles. Space is weird here. I'm not sure exactly how long it will take, but they've had a head start for anybody else to get to us. So
do you have vehicles?
We do not have any vehicles.
I see. Why don't you have any vehicles?
We did not. There's not much travel here on the Outlands. Usually the vehicles are used in the Blood Wars. We keep well out of it. We didn't know that the Vecna would enter the City of Doors and tilt the spire towards Avernus and create have them be able to have more power than any other realm.
So, I'm sorry, you don't have anything in, like, reserves in case something happens? Like, there's an incursion of the bad guys over here and we need to send a squad that way, but all of our vehicles and shit are with other people.
Yeah, we've already established he has a drinking problem. I don't think he really thought that far ahead.
But clearly he can't be the one who... There has to be someone else involved in these decision making.
I mean, he sounds like your average politician, to be honest, with this level of incompetence.
Also, this is the Abyss. You know, these guys aren't really known for their thinking skills.
You're not in the Abyss yet. You're in the Outlands.
We are in the Outlands. They aren't known really for their thinking skills.
These are demons, right?
No. These are tieflings. These are a faction. These are Doomsguard. These are the faction in the Spire. So these are just people that live in the City of Doors, in the cage.
Who are they aligned with?
All alignments.
No alignment.
Doomsguards are usually more chaotic.
My point still stands. There we go. Okay.
The flap of the tent opens up and Jace walks in. He's like, "Oh, thank the Lord. You guys finally made it here."
Is Jace like Jace Stratton from Magic the Gathering? Is that what we're talking
Jace Bellerin. Yep.
Yeah, that's him, Magic the Gathering man.
Yep.
From Ravnica.
Wait a
Blue colors and all that stuff.
Are we Planeswalker?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Planeswalker?
Yeah,
We've been planeswalking for a while, man.
No. You do know what it means to be a Planeswalker, though.
Oh, yeah.
it means that eventually Nico Bolas is going to try and consume our souls to make himself a god.
I'm ready for that.
You missed out on
can we go
Ravnica.
find Sword Markov? Is that possible?
What's that?
Can we go find Sword Markov?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you were in Ravnica, you could have joined us. He's like, I found us a couple people that can help out. And
who's this guy? Shelton gestures at.
And as you say that, in through the tent walks Princess Ixalan, which is the gnome princess in Wild Space. And you bow, Shelton.
Oh, of course, 100%. My head is on the floor.
She's like, "Oh, Shelton, it is good to see you. Oh, I've heard that you might be helping out, and you're willing to lend a hand to the Belknap crew. Thank you.
My pleasure, Princess, as always. I am your humble servant. It is great to see you in fine standing and health. Did you find use of these inventions I procured for you?
We did, and we will make sure they're in good use. Now, Sigil has the gnomes behind them in this defense of Sigil. And Eugene, which is this Bionode, he's a warrior. He has got a jewel in the middle of his forehead. He's an elf, and he stands behind her as his bodyguard. And she moves out of the way, and in walks Nikia of the Old Ways as the door flaps open up. And she walks in on her four hooves, and she's like, Kjörgen, son of the Gruul.
Hey, how's it going, Nick? Yeah, didn't expect to see you anytime soon. How's the end race going?
It is still going. Unfortunately, that boar will not stop, but we have it contained somewhat. But we promise to help, and the Gruul are here to help defense of the Spire.
Great.
The flaps open again, and in walks Dresden, of a kobold, small kobold, and he says, we have promised the kobolds to help as well. And he comes in around the table, and there is Gareth, a Githyanki leader that you guys have met in the Astral Sea. And he's like, oh, it is good to see you. Unfortunately, we will not be fighting these Illithid, but I will take me many a devil's head. You have the Githyanki by your side.
For a moment, I thought that this guy only showed up just to say, yeah, we're not helping you. Like,
Sorry.
Goodbye, have a good one.
Then in steps the Lord of Blades.
Oh, shit.
You guys brought a robot?
And he goes, you have been able to protect us and given us a place in the Mournland. We pledge to protect you in the Spire. You have the war forged for your battle.
I see.
I have my eyes on Shelton just to see how he responds to this news.
Sweet! More people to stand in front of the gnomes.
In walks Torah Dakana, a Dakani from Eberron, and she walks in, a druid, and she sits down, and she's like, and you have the Dakani by your side. You have freed us from our prison and helped defeat the Dark One. Now we will repay that and help you in defense of the Spire.
I just poked my head out the door to see if there's like all the tent flap or whatever.
There's a couple of more lined up coming. In walks Igor.
I guess Kjörgen's the only one who would know all these people.
In walks Igor
Yeah.
from the Rakdos. He's like, Tex told me that you might need some help. So I've taken the rest of our brethren, and we are here to pledge our help.
How's that Tex guy doing?
Well, last I heard, he's trying to figure out where his sister went, and where the rest of Citadel Covidus landed when it emerged out of the Shadowfell.
He always did seem like an incest kind of guy.
I didn't really catch that from him at all, but if you think
this is the lifelong friend.
No, this is a card player.
Yeah. It's canon now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Explains why he's got all these strange body parts. I guess it runs in the family.
Yeah, it's genetic.
Well, we've really got like a whole ass army here.
Yeah, so you have a huge amount of people, and they're like, well, where are we going, and what do you need us to do?
I could use with a coffee, personally.
Oh, I mean,
hand that to the Lord of Blades, like an empty
Yeah, I'm
cup?
saying that to the Lord of Blades.
Oh man.
I'd say first things first. That guy should not be in charge of this army.
What do you mean?
And the Lord of Blades
My
goes,
tactical
done.
mind
And
is
he
in me.
put-
Oh, not your tactical mind. We're talking about the drunk over there. Like, that
Okay,
didn't happen.
no need to demean the man in front of all these
Oh,
important
man,
people.
That's hilarious.
With no backup plan. That guy over there.
Yeah, probably should rein him in.
And he like
He makes
backs
Tex
off.
look sober.
He talks back. He walks back, and now he's in the corner. And now all of you guys are around the table with the map. And he's like, "All right, what are our plans?"
So first, we're gonna take this group here, and I point towards the wharf. They shall form
No.
the front line.
That's crazy. Okay, let's calm down. Like, okay, so how many do we have here?
No, they are the most bravest and noble of creatures. They have the honor and glory, and as well as strength and determination.
Let's not listen to his tactical mind. I think I just get the feeling
whisper
that
to the Lord of Blades. I'm really sorry about this guy. Tex just left and gave us this person as his replacement.
It's a compliment, you guys.
he's just gonna act like this in front of his queen. It's crazy.
You have a battle.
My queen should and her mages should stay toward the rear end and try covering fire.
You have a battle.
Okay, to be fair to you here then, there's like magic is like different. You guys said it's like hard to get it done, so maybe mage and magically inclined people shouldn't be, front lines if their magic isn't, guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. They should be in the background.
So, well, how about okay, so what's the force that we have here at this point? How big is it?
Well, why don't you roll me? We'll let the dice decide. Roll me a 1d 10,000 and plus 10,000.
Wait. Can we do like 3 like D300 or like 3? That way we each get a roll.
Yeah, why don't you each get a roll of, let's see.
400, I guess, would be 350. You pick.
Yes, D3. No, you can do 400. 400. Actually, do 500. Good. D500 and add 10,000 to it.
Wow, okay.
Weren't we like getting 10,000 for this?
Because
Like,
the minimum,
25,000. Sorry, shit,
is
my bad.
10,000.
Or yeah, okay.
So the minimum you'll have is 10,000.
264.
Okay.
Those are the gnomes.
Writing 500 on top of that.
Fuck.
Did you get a
Oh shit!
Ow.
Well,
Oh, you bold. A
we
9
better
and a
hope
49.
Hey, can I do this with advantage?
You can silvery barbs if you want it.
Of
Probably
course
good
you're gonna
idea.
say that. Of
Especially for
course
Ruby.
you're gonna say that. Are you trying
Wait,
to dump
you
his
can't.
birthday
You
by
can't.
spell
You have
slot?
no magic.
Ow! Why would you do this to us?
I forgot. You're cut off with the source.
Wait, but okay, so you said who's cut off from the source? Me specifically, right?
No. So the way that the Outlands work is
Mhm.
that the closest to the spire you get, the less magic you have. So so now
But-
when you're right at the edge of the spire, you're cut off. And the closer you get to the gate towns, the more magic you will begin to get.
Wait, but okay, so that's all fine and good, but at the same time, didn't you just say that the gnomes have gnome mages?
Yeah.
That
but
was just
they're-
me riffing there.
Yeah, he was riffing. But
yeah.
But now that the spire is tilted towards Bator, they now will get more. If they're at the spire, they get magic, like first level spells, while you don't have anything.
Well, wouldn't we have magic? We're in the same area.
No, because you are not lawful evil. Only lawful evil.
Well, you never know. Well, let's just
if
say
you are, if
I
you
mean, that
are,
guy's perfect greed
The stuff
incarnate.
that we've learned about Shelton, it wouldn't surprise me.
well, if he is, then he's allowed to. Only lawful
Oh.
evil.
I don't have any spells, but okay, that makes sense, definitely. Well, in that case, then first level spells aren't that bad. So that's not too bad.
No.
But how about we build a choke point and traps?
So
What
let's
about
see.
me?
What's the
Oh, I'm
total
gonna-
you had?
Oh, no, I'm gonna sneeze.
10,000, like He's
two.
at 10,000.
Well, I sneezed.
Yeah, it doesn't count. You just got 9. Stupid at 9. It's 10,300.
Fuck.
Or 300 and change.
Let's do the math. So that would be 300.
And how much time do we have until the army gets here?
You do not know. They're at River Matt right now.
122.
Yeah, my yacht.
Would there be enough time for us to go over and recruit the elves, the astro elves to this army?
Would they?
We do not have much. We do not know, and hopefully those in the trade gate will be able to grab those people here. But if you want to go back up into the spire, then try to locate the astral elves, you can try, but it looks like what we have is what we'll be fighting with.
All right. Well, I say we just take the fight to them so we have actual spells and stuff.
No, their army's too large. Attacking would probably be a really terrible idea. I think that if we fortify the position, then we should be able to hold as long as we pull them into a choke point where their numbers don't matter. And if we trap that choke point, then that'll slow them down by a pretty large margin.
Ooh, here's a good question. Do magic items still work?
No.
Really? Okay.
No.
That's something I wasn't sure if it functioned or not.
That's okay. It's okay.
But that's right at the spire. As you walk closer towards where you need to go, then
We'll definitely we should have the army make their stand near the spire in order to be an anti-magic field, because all that demonic magic is just not going to be very good at that point.
Well, I say this. We take a small team led by ourselves, and we infiltrate into the enemy's backline and try to assassinate their leadership, therefore crippling the opposition at the head, in such a way as some might say of cutting the head off a snake.
We can do that as well, yeah. We can definitely do that.
Some snakes known as Asmodeus.
I don't think that we're going to be able to do that, but
Believe in us.
and they all look at you guys across the table and say, will you be fighting with us, or do you have your own mission?
I mean, it depends on when the fight happens.
I think own mission, most likely.
We have our own mission now, yeah.
And where do you plan on heading?
Into
We'll
the
cut
abyss.
across Bog, right? Or are we going to the Abyss? Where are we going? I thought we were going to Bator, or was that where it was leading? Or was it
I think
going
we're going to Avernus first and then the abyss.
Where's
after.
Avernus at?
Avernus is in Bator. It's actually
Okay.
Ribcage. Right.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I thought. So we're going to Ribcage first. And then from there, pick names, take ass, and to loop around towards Plague Mort, slice up some demons, or save some demons. I think we're supposed to save some. My contract says I have to help the demon, not the devils, though. So
How about we have the gnomes create actual, artillery vehicles, because since they don't have vehicles here for some reason.
Shoot, I can lead the design development on that. I have a lot of experience developing mechanics and stuff.
I think that would be a pretty good idea. And so, we could have that. Have the gnomes make those. Catapults will do. Ballistas will also help. Build those fortifications around the choke point, and probably have the Warforged and also the Githyanki on the front behind fortifications.
I agree.
Definitely. We will be there.
And just hold. Just the choke point should be a very an area where they cannot loop around or flank you guys.
Right here. We have
Yeah,
the
again,
bog
right
on
by
the
next to the
right,
bog.
and then we have the walls of Cursed in the Palace of Judgment on the left.
Yes, and I believe also we should have our demons sort of located along the bogs. If you there would take care of that, because that makes sense to have at least some sort of front, some sort of, what's the term I'm looking for? Some core defending our flank. Thank you. The words escape me at sometimes. And then again, with gnomish artillery in the back line, we should be pretty set.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, we'll end this episode here as you guys finalize your war plans for the incoming army of devils.
The crystals of creation have revealed themselves. Evils emerge across the multiverse. The armies of the abyss gather. The Underdark's plans are near fruition. Chaos erupts across all spheres, and darkness descends on the planes. Alliances are forged in blood. The gods move avatars like pawns on a board, and unlikely heroes emerge to thwart the unstoppable. But will it be enough before the material plane crumbles? The hopes rest in a group of wayward adventurers. The battle of the Outlands awaits.